every time I talk about retirement, and I mean every single time I talk about retirement, it seems that the conversation just naturally gravitates to the financial side of the retirement. How much money do I need? How much am I going to get from my pensions? When should I start taking my pension? And for me, we do the analysis over and over and over again, and we think that we're prepared. And then when we're finally able to retire, most people fail to prepare for the emotional side of their retirement. What are they going to do with their lives? What's their retirement going to be like? So in today's video, I talk about the 5 things that I wish I knew before I retired. I'm Maureen Dobransky, and this is Life Starts at Retirement. In no particular order, let's start. Number 1, time flies. And you know what? Time really, really, really does fly quickly. So while you are the healthiest, do what you want to do. Travel, golf, go for a hike, drink that bottle of wine, whatever it is. Typically, when you retire, the youngest time, when you first retire, when you're first youngest, you're the healthiest. So go do what you've always wanted to do. You've set goals all your life. Achieve those goals. Grab your bucket list, dust it off, and check off those items on your bucket list. Because you know what? Time really does fly. Number 2, money. What I didn't know is that how it would affect me when I first started taking money out of my RRSP. So I'm the worrier, I'm the saver, I'm the one who pays the bills and makes sure everything is done in our marriage. And so I've been saving and saving and saving and watching our RRSP and being really careful with it. And then the very first time I had to take money out of our RRSP, I almost threw up. Like, it was a traumatic experience for me because I wasn't used to seeing it depleting. I was used to hopefully seeing it grow. So for me, what I had to do to be comfortable with actually taking money out of our RRSP, I had to think about the big picture. I had to think about, we wanted to travel for so many years. We wanted to go on cruises. We wanted to try new golf courses. We wanted to experience the world. That's why we saved our money. And so when I think of the big picture, then I calm down and realize, okay, I can spend money, but I wish I had been better prepared for this because it was really difficult for me to let that go. Number 3, friends, or maybe even just a social life. I had naturally assumed that all the friends I had all these years would remain my good, close friends. But then I realized when I left work, many of them stayed at the office and then saw each other day after day after day, and I didn't. And so we still are friends on Facebook, but I'm not the close friends that I was with them before I retired. And then also, we travel a lot, and so we're gone a lot, and to maintain a close friendship is often difficult when you're not here very often. So I've really had to work hard on finding some new friends, developing friendships wherever it is that we travel. And I'm thankful that I'm not a very shy person, but I've joined meetup groups, I've joined golf leagues, ladies' golf leagues, and really worked hard at trying to cultivate new friendships and have those great relationships in my life. Number 4, for years, when I thought of retirement, I would imagine freedom. Freedom to do what I want, when I want, how I want, with who I want, freedom. And it really, really is that way. But what shocked me and what I wish I would have realized before was that after a year or 2, I got bored. I needed more into my life. So although I spent a lot of time with the grandkids, although we traveled a lot, I needed purpose. I needed a little bit of routine. I needed a little bit of structure in my life. I wish I could remember where I heard this, but I've heard that you need to retire to something, not from something. And that is so true. Now, I have a video all about the 4 phases of retirement. I'll post the link in the video here in the comments here below, but it's so true. And this is phase 2, where you get bored, you need something to add back into your life. I just wish I had recognized this sooner and prepared for it. And the last of the things I wish I had known before I retired, number 5. How important it is to keep the lines of communication open and communicate with your partner. See, most of us, or for me anyhow, I was very excited when I retired. There were so many things I wanted to accomplish, and I just naturally assumed that Ken was on the same page as me. But he had different things in his mind, and that's so often the case. So it's so important to keep those lines of communication open. What I recommend is just having a conversation with your partner. Sit down and say, okay, well, what is it that you want in retirement? Where is it that you want to go? What are some things that excite you? What gives your life and meaning? And have that conversation. But here's where I really challenge you is when you're having that conversation, really listen. Listen to your partner and find out what it is that makes them excited about retirement. And then have that conversation back. Ask them to listen to you and find out what your needs are, what excites you in retirement. And I talked a little bit earlier about friends. I encourage both of you to have your own set of friends and your own activities, and then come together and have joint sets of friends and joint activities. That's what makes a healthy, vibrant, exciting retirement. Those are the top 5 things that I wish I knew before I retired. What I'd like to hear now is what shocked you when you retired. Just leave it in the comments below, and I promise that I will respond to you. I'm also building an amazing community where we can all come together and support one another and just really connect as retired or future retirees. So please go to facebook.com/groups/lifestartsatretirement and join there. And also please subscribe to this video. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And I want more and more people to just love their retirement. And I think a lot of people need to hear this. So I'm Maureen Dobransky, and this is Life Starts at Retirement.